What's up, guys? Welcome to another edition of the Idea Log. Today's idea I have for you is all about body language basics. So, this is one of my favorite books I've ever read. It's called The Definitive Book of Body Language by Barbara and Alan Peace. A great book that breaks down all the essentials of body language, and it's interesting and it's fun to read. And usually whenever I'm reading a nonfiction book, I will write out anything that is interesting or I didn't know, and I nearly wrote out this entire book. It is packed full with really good ideas and really good, interesting, conversation starters. So here's a few body language basics. Body language is this important. Communication, verbal communication between people is broken down 55% body language, 38% tone, your inflection, and 7% words. So when you're talking to someone, body language is very, very important. Not only does this book teach you what to look for and how to read body language, it also teaches you what gestures you should be eliminating from your body language repertoire. What gestures aren't really serving you anymore. I used to be the type of person that was, kind of did this all the time, but that communicates to people defensiveness. One of the things that the body language book does teach is that you should never read one gesture in isolation and assume it means something. You should always read body language in terms of clusters of gestures. It's kind of like this. What does this word mean? Well, it could mean the fish, it could mean low frequency vibrations coming out of speaker, or it could mean the musical instrument that looks like a cello. You really don't know unless you see this word in a sentence. And then once you see it in a sentence surrounded by other words, you know the context and you know, oh, hey, that is, they're talking about, bass coming out of the speaker. So that right there is the first tip when it comes to reading body language. You don't read one gesture, you read clusters of gestures, and you look for congruence. This could mean, it could mean defensive, it could mean closed off, it could mean I'm shutting down, or it could mean it's freezing cold in here and I am trying to stay warm. So you really got to look out for body language clusters, but here's a few gestures that I picked up from the book that I really enjoyed. So if you're talking with somebody and their feet are angled towards the door, it's a good chance they're done with that conversation. We point our feet subconsciously at the people we are interested in and the things we are interested in. So if somebody has their feet towards the door, they're trying to leave. If you're in a group of people and their foot is, angled towards your friend Mike, then they might be interested in your friend Mike. But it just blows my mind how you could be talking with someone sometimes and, you could give them all the clues in the world, like you're basically in your car, door shut, yeah, okay, yeah, goodbye. And they still will keep talking to you. Another thing I learned, when you're in an interview or an audition or something like that, I used to sit across from the person like this, but now going into an interview, I will sit a little bit angled off. This puts you in a opponent type situation when what it really should be is you're trying to work with this person, so you want to be on their side. If you could be on the other side of the table right next to them, that would be ideal, but you can't. So best way is you can just angle slightly away. Your knees are angled away. You're going to be a little more relaxed. They're going to be more relaxed, and you can have a more organic meeting. Another thing I picked up, if you're on a creative meeting with someone and the person is like this, their coffee sat like this, and they're sat up and their palms are open, likely they're open and receptive and hearing you and listening to you. However, if they are doing this, creating a single arm barrier, and they're blocking you off, they're blocking their heart, they're blocking their physical body with their arm, with their coffee cup, and they're like this, chances are they're fearful, they're not receptive, they might not even be listening. What does that mean? It could mean a million different things, but chances are it's probably not a good thing if somebody is putting a single arm barrier in front of you. Another gesture that I found in there that I really liked is called face on a platter. So if you see someone do this or someone do this, chances are that means they are really into you. They are offering their face on a platter for you, which means I'm into you, I like you, I'm receptive, might mean something more. Last one to look out for, this is always interesting. Watch what people do with their wine glass stems. So you'll always see this, you're out at a bar, something like that, people are drinking wine. Watch what people do with their wine glass stems and who they're looking at when they do it. I don't need to tell you what that means, but anyway. So that's today's idea we're sharing. Body language is awesome. I really enjoyed the book. Page for page, it was probably one of the most interesting books I've ever read. And yeah. So anyway, I gotta go. So I will see you guys later. Okay. Okay, bye.